Well, doesn't this look nice? Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to PA's Perpetual Testing. Today we're at, hold on, let me turn my head sideways, Aperture Laboratories Southern District. This map is named Penrose 01 Introduction to Science. Or Testing? Something to that effect. Let's go ahead and see just what's going on here. We've got... Wait, so Penrose, let me just say something really quickly. If anything, I think Penrose might be related to Oh, That Is Fucking Cool. And the same mechanic that they used in the time travel map, if I'm not mistaken. Penrose might be related to the Penrose Steps, a classic... what would you call it? Optical illusion, in which steps appear to be one particular... a solid set of impossible steps, of an illusion that way. If you look at it from a different angle, it's entirely possible, though. I do not believe this to be the case for the Penrose test chambers, though. Probably just a cool name. It also probably has some relation that I'm not aware of. That said, it's definitely interesting to see how this is going, and I assume that I have to get around the back of this thing? Yeah, alright. Okay, so the Penrose portals are simple. First off, you can see that my portals disappear when I go through here, but they are right over there. So you can tell that these test chambers are definitely just very distinct, but within the same testing environment, which is good. It's just, you know, me actually figuring out how the mechanic works, which is nice. And I'm unable to... Okay, I'm going to need the cube. But how? Because I need to put a portal within this room. And then the other portal down there. Wonderful. Now I don't need the cube to hold open the Penrose gate. So I can just walk through this area with the button and get to the end of the testing. Okay, I think I'm getting the hang of this. And is that it? For test chamber 1? Only 2 minutes in or so? Is that? It appears that it is. Introductory Science, Penrose 1. We're going to go ahead and go on to Penrose 2. I'll see you all in just a second. Second map loading now. Penrose 2, Room Dislocation Association. Alright, and we are now in the second Penrose chamber. Penrose 2, Room Dislocation Association. I wonder why there is an emancipation grill right here. Presumably for some important reason. Anyway, test chamber 2. Gotta say, thus far, I am a big fan of the Penrose gate mechanic. Let's see what's here, though. Single cube. Fair enough. And through here. Whoa. Okay. I have no idea what just happened there, but I have a feeling that holding cubes through Penrose gates can be a bit of a tricky science. Yeah, the moment the cube goes through, I cannot see it. And it was actually just up there. What the hell is going on? It would appear that the cube is returning through the other Penrose gate, which it really shouldn't be. Yeah, as you can see, the cube has gone through the wrong Penrose gate. So a bit of a bug in the map there. What does this gate lead to when I activate it, by the way? Just so I know. I have no idea what it leads to. Some sort of room. Alright, that's also a problem. You can place portals across the Penrose gate, but they do disappear when it's made. Okay, good. That is very good to know. Okay, so what to do would be the question. I'm going to leave the cube here for now. Definitely a bit more important. And then I'm going to need to put a portal there. And then a portal here. Again, definitely a bit of a bug. I am currently seeing the wrong Penrose room. Oh, am I seeing the wrong Penrose room? Not only that, I am currently floating in the sphere. Okay, so it's not perfect, but it's alright. Anyway, what we need to do here is we're going to press the button. It's going to dispense a new cube, which will travel through this area and to the next room over. Or I'm going to need to do that later. Shoot. Where did it go? Oh, there it is. I thought my cube just vanished from existence. Anyway, so for here, let's see what's in the next room over. Probably not a bad idea. It's going to dispense a brand new cube. And then I also have to have a cube go this way. Okay, so eventually I'm going to need the excursion funnel heading there, which will activate a door of some sort, presumably the exit. But until I do, this cube dropper just drops it straight into that solution. And this is just a blank room when it's through, but again, I just saw a bit of a bug when I walked through there. I could see a door through this wall for the briefest of instants. Yeah, there you go. It's only for a second or so, but there's definitely... Oh, there we go. That's it right there. A bit of an odd visual bug with the Penrose room. So as cool as this mechanic is, it is not without its unique issues. Luckily, my blue portal seems to still support the excursion funnel that I need. But with this as it is, I cannot use it. What I'm actually going to do is I'm going to put my excursion funnel here. Now, bear with me for this one. It seems to stop at Penrose gates, which isn't good, or at least it seemed to, but it does not. Which is extremely important, because now we can dispense a cube, which will hopefully, be caught by the funnel and sent over to the door. Now, it says that there's something active, but I have no idea which door is active, which is rather the issue. Presumably this one. Okay, so it turned off the Penrose gate here, allowing me to get to the door, which is now open. Good. Excellent, even. And that's the end of test chamber 2. Wow, I'm just burning through these. Goodness. I'm going to go see if there's a test chamber 3. If there is, I'll see you all in a moment. 1 second. There was indeed one remaining map for the Penrose series, so we might very well be able to complete the entire one today, which would definitely be interesting. Now, let's see here. Test chamber 3. It looks like we're going to be dealing with more excursion funnels, and of course, more Penrose gates. This one seems fairly straightforward. We just need to find out wherever we need to activate for that door to go. Of course, that door not indicate... Oh, you tricky motherfucker. Okay, now we're talking billiards. So that actually flips us to a room with different gravity than the original. Presumably this will do the same. Yeah, you're not catching me off guard this time. No, sir. Alright, so cube room. Cube button. Place it on here, and where does the new Penrose gate go? To a different cube room. Not one that I'm really able to do much with at the moment, regrettably. Because, as you can see, I need a cube to make sure that that closes and does not immediately disintegrate the ball. I also need a ball and 2 cubes to be able to activate this door. So... Oh, there's another room here, presumably for when I have an excursion funnel of some sort. But what to do other than that? I've got to figure out some way... Ah, here we go. I believe I've... Oh, no I haven't. Thought I'd figured it out, but no dice. Maybe... Yeah, that okay, this Penrose door... By the way, things getting a little bit trickier. Graphical issues still present, but not distracting enough to take away from the map as a whole. I'm trying to figure out what to do here, because I do not recognize any other tools available to me besides this one cube. I have to get the cube in here, but I'm unable to do so while the Penrose gate remains unlocked. And if I toss the cube through there, then things are just going to go fairly poorly for me. I could toss a portal on the door there, or on the... Wait a second. When I activate this, where does the Penrose gate in this room lead? Now we are talking. Yes, there we go. And now what do? I have to take this off here to deactivate the Penrose gate. Alright. There we go. I think I've sorted it out. Now, we put one cube on here to activate this, another cube through here to make sure that the sphere is not instantly destroyed. Oh god, making me think about the other side of the Penrose gate. That's something you haven't done since test 1. Still very clever indeed. Now, we put the sphere on here, we go back, get the second cube from inside the sphere dispensing room. Graphical issues, slightly distracting, but not terribly so. Oh, this is cool though. As a testing mechanic, I love this sort of thing. It's good to see that I was right about how I think time travel works. Or the time travel map worked, that is. And I think this has pretty much just proved me right in that regard, but I cannot be certain. Now, what's this going to do? Okay, so it opened the door, and that was actually a really cool effect to show me it opening the door. Now, I'm going to need to jump off of this, but I'm also going to need to bring some stuff with me. I'm pretty much certain of that. Let's first just try jumping off and seeing where this goes. I will leave the cubes in the sphere where they are. Wait, does the door close when they're gone? No. The door can now be left open without the assistance of these items, which is good because it means that we're going to need these items. I'm pretty sure there was something I saw that required their presence, wasn't there? Can't remember. Anyway, I'm going to lock that sphere in with the 2 cubes so it doesn't roll around too much. And see what's through that Penrose gate up in the roof. We have the excursion funnel here. Then we have a place for the sphere to go. Okay. That is something. Let's test that really quickly, see where it goes. Oh, not what I want to do. Just drop through here real quick. Sphere. This one will come with me on this next trip through. I will leave the cubes here for the time being, though. So back through our blue portal. Now, we want to make sure that our portals allow us to stay in the right place. So I'm going to keep my orange portal there and just kind of fly through here. There we go. It has reversed the flow of the excursion funnel. Good. That helps me considerably. Now the only question is, how do I get up there? Well, that's simple enough. I'm going to need to fly from this direction instead of from that orange gate. So I'm going to want to send the cubes through, if I'm not mistaken, because there's no reason to not send them through. The cubes will make it to the end of the excursion funnel, and then I will be able to follow. The sphere, regrettably, is going to have to stay where it is if we want to have any chance of completing this test. But that's alright. Okay, so I now have 2 cubes in the excursion funnel, and I have a door okay, I didn't need to do that. You know what? Fine. We left 2 cubes in the excursion funnel. Have fun cleaning that up, guys. Alright, and is that the end of the 3rd test chamber? It is. Very good. Admittedly, I think these were well suited to how I look at puzzles. Like trying to suss out like exactly what tools I have, and then just work with them. The standout for me completely was figuring out to put a portal on the roof of the room that dispensed the cube, so I could access a different room that dispenses another cube, and then get back by dissolving the first one by dispensing a second. That was really clever, and one of the first times I've ever seen that kind of mechanic in this sort of game. This sort of test chamber. It is a bit like the time travel series. Obviously, it does not have the simultaneous interaction between things like turrets and doors that the time travel test chamber did, but something I've also been wondering about that first test chamber was, or what about the time travel test chamber rather, was whether or not I could access the button in the future and not the past. Anyway, thoughts for a different time. Overall, maps were good. Pity there were only 3 of them. I'm hoping he makes more in the future, but I think these were made a while ago. Let me check when they were posted. View in workshop, shall we? I think it should tell me here. It says created June 30th, 2012. Yeah, it's really not going to do that too much. Dear, that's unfortunate. Also, can you find and complete the Easter egg, he says. This is one of my most thorough yet. For loyal fans of Hoopy, no idea who Hoopy is, I put him in somewhere for you to find. Penrose for not too long from now, he says, which is unfortunate. Oh well. In any case, this was a good episode, or rather a good test chamber that made for a good episode. And as always, people, I'll see you tomorrow for the next episode of my Perpetual Testing. This has been PA.